In the year 1984, the world is divided into 3 superstates: Oceania, Eurasia, and East Asia, perpetually at war. The story takes place in Airstrip 1, formerly known as Great Britain, a province of Oceania, ruled by the party under the ever-present gaze of its leader, Big Brother. The party controls every aspect of life: history, language, thought, and even personal relationships. Telescreens watch citizens constantly, and the thought police punish even the slightest hint of dissent. Winston Smith, a thin, weary man of 39, works at the Ministry of Truth, where his job is to alter historical records so they match the party's current version of events. Outwardly obedient, Winston secretly despises the party and dreams of rebellion. He begins keeping a diary, a dangerous act, punishable by death, in which he writes his private thoughts. Winston becomes intrigued by a dark-haired woman named Julia, who works in the fiction department. One day, she secretly slips him a note that reads, "I love you." They begin a secret affair, meeting in hidden places, away from telescreens. Julia's rebellion is personal and hedonistic, while Winston's is ideological. Yet together they find a fragile happiness. They rent a room above a second-hand shop owned by a kindly old man, Mr. Charrington, believing it to be safe. Winston's growing defiance leads him to trust O'Brien, a high-ranking inner party member whom he believes is part of a secret resistance called the Brotherhood, led by the elusive Emmanuel Goldstein. O'Brien invites Winston and Julia to his apartment, where they pledge themselves to the Brotherhood. O'Brien gives Winston a copy of Goldstein's forbidden book, which explains how the party maintains power through perpetual war, manipulation of truth, and control of thought via newspeak, a language designed to make rebellious ideas impossible to express. But the safety is an illusion. Mr. Charrington is revealed to be a member of the thought police. Winston and Julia are arrested in their rent. They are taken to the Ministry of Love, a place of torture and re-education. Winston is separated from Julia and subjected to brutal interrogations by O'Brien, who reveals he was never a rebel but a loyal party operative. The goal is not just to force confession, but to break Winston completely, to make him love Big Brother. Under relentless torture, Winston's resistance crumbles. His spirit is finally destroyed in the dreaded Room 1. O1, where each prisoner faces their worst fear. For Winston, it is a cage of ravenous rats. In sheer terror, he betrays Julia, begging O'Brien to harm her instead. After his release, Winston is a hollow shell of himself. He encounters Julia once more. They admit they betrayed each other and feel nothing. Sitting alone in a cafe, Winston hears a news bulletin announcing a great victory for Oceania. Tears of joy fill his eyes, not for freedom, but for Big Brother. The party has won. Winston loves Big Brother.